The question you've been hearing for weeks, because, yes, Caitlin Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes last year beat South Carolina, handed South Carolina its only loss last year. And South Carolina, by the way, having won 3 national championships in 7 years, and 2 out of the last 3. In the last 3 years, you know what their record is? 109-3. Okay? But one of those 3 was to Caitlin Clark.
Silly.
Which, in Caitlin Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes then lost to LSU. And this year, Iowa beats LSU and UConn to get to South Carolina and loses to them. So that's 2 now national championship game appearances for Caitlin Clark in a row in which she is a runner-up. And leading into this run, leading into this tournament, the question was, does she need to win a national championship to cement her legacy as an all-time great? I have kind of sat on the sideline of this entire conversation. Now I'll insert myself into the conversation. That's insane. Did she need to win a national championship in order for her to be considered, how about this as the obvious, a national champion? Yes. That's what you have to do to be that.
Yeah.
Do you need that in your arsenal to be considered an all-time great? No. Do you need that to be in your arsenal in terms of being the all-time greatest of all time? No. I don't believe so. Ask anybody who's rooted for Dan Marino. Ask anybody who is rooted for fill in the blank of anybody that went through their entire careers without winning it all. Would it be nice? Would that be a cherry on top? Of course it would be. Let's be honest. We love champions in this crazy American sports world. We love it. But what she did and what she has left her mark on the game, just to quickly throw it out here. You've heard it before, but I want to put it all out here. More points than any player in the history of Division I's basketball, men's or women's. We saw her break that record just a couple of weeks ago. The only Division I women's player with 3,000 points or more and 1,000 assists or more in her playing career. And she wound up with 990 career rebounds. She was 10 rebounds shy of a triple quadruple in her career. And she did it for a program that had only made one single Final Four prior to her arrival since the early 1990s. She stayed home. She went to Iowa. And she did it in a spot where very few people have ever been able to do it. 28.42 points per game, 548 three-pointers. Those are Division I all-time records. This past year, 201 threes, 1,234 points. Those are single-season records. And then what she's done to bring attention to the game. The UConn-Iowa game that took place Friday night averaged 14.2 million viewers, peaked at 17 million viewers. Those are insane television ratings. Those are off the charts. The largest audience for an ESPN basketball broadcast. And ESPN has been broadcasting the NBA since 2002. It is again, since 2002. ESPN has been broadcasting the National Basketball Association. It's the largest audience for an ESPN basketball broadcast, eclipsing Game 7 of the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals. You remember this game, Chris? Cavs versus Celtics?
I was there.
13.5 million. The 14.2 million average rating would rank 32nd on the list of the top 50 rated primetime programs of last year. And it's not just that. It's this. Let me just read these off, too. The only higher non-football broadcast number from ESPN, but the NFL, we all know rules today. Only higher non-football broadcast number from ESPN is the U.S.-Portugal group play match in the 2014 World Cup. The last NBA game with just at least 14 million viewers at all was Game 6 of the 2022 NBA Finals. So, in other words, the ratings from Friday night, and UConn has a lot to do with this, too. UConn is an insanely popular program. They're like the men's basketball Duke You know what I mean? Like the Duke of men's basketball or women's basketball, I would imagine. So a lot of people love UConn. A lot of people hate watch UConn and Gino. Yep. Paige Buckers as well, is pretty amazing. To put this all in perspective, every World Series game last year, every NBA Finals game last year, every Daytona 500 since 2013, every Masters final round viewership since 2013, all but 5 college football games in 2023. Lesser rating than this game. And before it, South Carolina played NC State in the other women's national semifinal. That did a 7 million rating. That's the third most watched women's national semi since 1992. So people were getting settled in their chairs to watch a game that had nothing to do with UConn and Iowa. Obviously, South Carolina has its following. Dawn Staley, in her speech, in her post-game comments, mentioned Caitlin Clark. Hit it.
I want to just say congratulations to Iowa and Caitlin for making it back to the national championship game. Obviously, they're a formidable opponent that took everything that we had to win the basketball game, but just don't want to not utilize this opportunity to thank Caitlin for what she's done for women's basketball. Like, her shoulders were heavy and getting a lot of eyeballs on our game. And sometimes, as a young person, it could be a bit much, but I thought she handled it with class. And I hope that every step of the ladder of success that she goes, she's able to elevate whatever room she's in. But I'm super excited and super excited to share this moment with our team. They are incredible human beings and young people who trusted, believed, figured out a way to help each other learn and grow and ultimately become champions.
Dawn Staley saying what I think everybody was thinking, or at least I would like to think that. So to Caitlin Clark, thank you, and good luck with what a lot of people are now expecting of you at the next level, the WNBA. And if she can bring more eyeballs there. All I know is my daughter, Taylor, when we asked her, do you want to go when Caitlin Clark comes to town, I don't remember the last time she's like, yes, please take me to an LA Sparks game. But she wants to go. And I believe the Las Vegas Aces have already announced that they're going to be playing their first game against Caitlin Clark's future team in a much larger arena than the one they play in. So good luck to you, Caitlin Clark, and thank you. Thank you for all these great moments and memories. And congratulations to South Carolina. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.